Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it's a big bag. It's a big bag using a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper, and I really like the Urban Underground paper. Not so keen on that yellow one, but I love the black and the cream. I think it's because I really missed Typeset, which was black and cream, which I loved that paper. This, however, really nice, and I've got the stitched framelits going on here. Can you see them? Let me put you on autofocus. Can you see those stitched edges? Love it. So cute. I must stop saying love it. But I do, I really do love it. So let me just sort out that focus. There we go. So I'm going to show you how to make this, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, so piece of paper that is 12 by 12 inches. Yeah, not so much on the yellow. Loving this one. Really nice. So 12 by 12 inches, 30.5 by 30.5 centimetres. And on the first side, score it at 2.5 inches and 9.5, which is 6 and 24.5 centimetres. Whiz it round and score it at 4 3/4 of an inch and 7 1/4, which in metric is 12 1/4 centimetres and 18 1/4. Sorry, metric folk. It's a little bit, you're having to go into quarter centimetres. Right. So fold and burnish. This is one of those kind of projects that you would put, because it's paper, I'd probably put a nice silk scarf in it as a gift for somebody, or you know, maybe some light sweets, you know, like flying saucers. Oh, a bag full of flying saucers, that big. Oh, that would make my day. But yeah, something light and delicate. You know, if you made a cardstock version, you'd be okay. However, you can put stuff in heavier than you would think, because it's a completely sealed bottom. That's the bottom of the box. It's going to be completely sealed. Nothing, it's not like you've got a adhesive or a seam there or anything like that, or a seal there rather, which, you know, may break open if it was really heavy. So actually you can fit in more than you'd think. Okay, let me bring it around to the side that I think you can see. This is, we're going to have it on the side where the score lines are closest to you and you've got vertical ones in the middle. This square here cuts straight down there and wedge into there. Not a huge amount, but enough that you can get a nice score line. My washing machine's just gone into overdrive. Let me just go and shut my office door. My utility room is on the ground floor with me. Well, it is in the house that I'm in, that I'm filming in. I'm hoping that by this time I've actually moved. And the door was shut. The cat's obviously gone in there. And she's come back out and the door's swung open. That's where her food is, in there. And my office door is always open. And so it all just suddenly got a bit noisy. People bouncing around my kitchen and the tumble dryer going, or the washing machine going crazy. So, okay, decide which is going to be your front and back. They're exactly the same, so I'm going to go with this one. So fold in these tabs that you've wedged into. So if I just bring that back so you can see it before. So you can see my wedges aren't enormous, but it just means you're going to get that really good close. So fold these over and put adhesive on there, and then the ones on the inside of what will be your front. So if you've taken a pattern that is maybe, you know, where it would make a difference which way round it was, make sure your pattern is the right way up, and that will be your front, and you put adhesive on the inside of that bit. So outside of the tabs, inside of the front, and get as close and tight into those corners as you can, because nobody wants the sides to gape open. Plenty of adhesive. Right, so these bits that I've stuck, they're going to stick to me. They're also going to stick on the inside of there. So we're going to make this tight edge match up to this loose edge here. So if I fold it round, so that's my tight edge, that's my loose edge. It's loose because it's open, and it's tight because it's on a seam, on a crease rather. Same on the other side, so tight edge, loose edge, marry them up. And before I close the box, hopefully you can see where I've put the wedges. If I'd left those, if I hadn't wedged it, this bit in here would be sticking out a little bit there, and you wouldn't want that. Right, so we're going to do exactly the same here again. We're going to make that loose edge marry up with that tight edge, but also keep an eye on this line here and make sure this is lining up over here as well. And I find that almost walking it up to the score line helps. That and having long fingers also helps. There we go. And just going to run my bone folder in there just to make sure it closes up. Lovely. So this is the front of my back, because I've got 2 seams there. Just gently pinch. Oh, I might want to get my clips out now. Oh, I use these clips for so many things, and I tend to have them just chucked in. I have, oh, let me bring it out to show you. Just off camera, this is where I keep my ribbons and stuff. It's a bit messy because I've been doing quite a lot of work, and these tuck under a shelf in front of me. And I have these binder clips. I just chuck them in there, and then I use them for a project and then pull them out. But clearly I've been using them on a lot of stuff. Let's put that out. So, but I have got 2. Phew, I'd been stealing off the other one. So just gently push with your fingers. Get a bit forceful with it on this crease here. Clip it, and then we'll sort out the sides in a minute. It will have naturally done, there you go, it's come down quite a long way that side, not quite as far that side, but just gently with your fingers, actually I need to open that slightly, poke it down, and that part where it stopped, I can show you on this side, is where I had that little flap that had gone up, so that's why it did that. But there we go, all done. This is so big, it doesn't work with a ribbon. You'll have to trust me on that. You could do if you're more dexterous with a ribbon than I am. I'm not so good on it. So this definitely is one of those that works much better with binder clips. Right, so over here, I went with Melon Mambo and the Very Vanilla before, and I love it, but I fancy going with Bermuda Bay this time. So my stamp set, well, here's the Framelits. And you get 3 different shapes. You get the ovals, the circles, and you get the squares. I went with the ovals for this one, for the stamping. Did I get, oh, I have got the stamp set out. I'm wondering if maybe I could do an oval. What I need to do is have 2 sizes, because I quite fancy that one. This is the Layering Love stamp set. And I don't know if that will fit. I don't think it will. Oh, well, that's just annoying. I was hoping that would. Oh well, we'll go with the circles. But yeah, I fancied an oval, but ooh, I wonder if that oval will go over something else. No, it's not, is it? Shall we do an oval on that one? We'll do ovals, why not? Circles before, let's do some ovals. So I am much more me when I'm with you. Lovely sentiment. What block here? It's quite a big one, but that's okay. Basic black ink. This is a fabric pad, so this is fabric rather than foam. And with our foam pads, normally you go tap, tap, tap and stamp it down, but it's not very clear. So twist, tap, 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 and you get this lovely clear image. So it's the twist, tap, tap, tap method. Okay, so let's get, oh, beat up the tripod. So I've got my magnetic platform, and then I've got a cutting mat. I'm going with my oval, so I want the smaller one to go around this. And then I've got my Bermuda Bay and the larger one. Grab those 2, grab the big shot. And just send it all through. Oh, it's bounced all my grid paper around everywhere. There we go, and then these will pop out with the beautiful stitching around the edge. Lovely. All done for you. So there's my Bermuda Bay. There's my lovely, very vanilla one. I like the oval. I like the oval in this colour. Very nice. And then I want some dimensionals that I forgot to get out, so because I'm organised like that. This is what happens. I do a batch of filming and I tidy up between every project and I forget to leave the essentials out. Down off to one side, and then I've got satin ribbon. This is from, I think it's called the Falling in Love, it is the Falling in Love suite from the spring catalogue. So it's a nice narrow ribbon and it's plain as well, which is lovely. Look at that bow. Lovely bow. Trim off that side a little bit. Up on the top with some glue dots. Just off to one side. And there we go. Bag made. Stylish and elegant, I think, in very vanilla and black with that little pop of colour. Anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you ever so much for joining me and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.